everybody, to the Fans Perspective. I'm Double A Ron.
This is Westicles.
Juicebox.
And Uber Bulge.
Black Canary.
Are we sticking with Black Canary?
Yep.
Do you want to stick with that?
I will stick with it.
Alright, so we'll stick with Black Canary.
You're awful white to be a black canary.
Hey.
She is white with blonde hair. You don't get a lot whiter.
I guess you're right.
And she's badass.
I don't know what that's supposed to... What does that have to do with the color of her skin?
I don't know.
You white supremacist bastard. So we got some shit to talk about today. Probably just going to be more random shit, but we got a couple of rumors to discuss. We're going to start off with Spider-Man. It is rumored that Spider-Man will be showing up in Ant-Man. How do we feel about this? What do we think?
I'm always for them leading up to Spider-Man steadily, so I want Spider-Man stuff to be in Ant-Man. I don't know if it's necessary or even appropriate to put him in Ant-Man himself. But mentioning Oscorp, throwing in a few names, I love that.
So preferences are nice.
Build-up is good.
I wouldn't feel too bad if they had like a quick appearance of just,
It wouldn't be terrible.
Like, what would he do?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Is it one of those things where they just like mention him kind of like Coulson mentioned Stephen Strange? Or is it like, do we have like Douglas's character, like, him? Do we have him mention Peter Parker? What do we do? What do we think?
I don't know what he would have to do, which is why I think
well,
it's
that's what I'm
better
saying.
just
In
for build-up.
Ant-Man, I mean, unless they do it in an Avengers capacity, because that's the only thing that makes sense for those two characters to be entwined.
I feel like with
Ant-Man,
if Spider-Man is going to be in it, like less is definitely going to be more.
I agree.
Like you said, Westicles, Oscorp would be cool to have mentioned. It'd be cool if Pym actually mentioned Peter Parker or something like that. But
like say he's talking about the suit and he says Peter Parker helped me design it or some shit. Like I don't know.
That'd be neat, but
I
don't know if that would work though, since they're going for a really young Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And Pym made that suit years ago. So.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were going for a young.
Yeah,
they're
young.
doing high school, like young, like 14, 15.
Yes, when he actually got his powers.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of those that's kind of.
Or if like they have maybe Peter Parker's name up on a board of potential new Ant-Mans.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
That'd be a nice little
he's
drop.
got the intelligence for it, though. He'd be a few years off probably from what he might think, but still, just having the name would be pretty sweet.
Well, because we've talked about it too. Marvel's putting a lot on the back of Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
Exactly. And since the Sony deal, I mean, I feel like it's something they should act on.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's a huge realm of possibility. And like I said, this is all rumor. None of this is set in stone. We don't know he's going to be in Ant-Man.
And there's also
of all the movies that he could have been in, that just seems to me like the least likely one he would be in.
Agreed.
Yeah.
There is something, though, like I said, use it more for build-up sake rather than actually showing Spider-Man. What if he mentioned, say, Otto Octavius helped him design the suit or something?
That would be kind of cool. I mean,
that would be such an obscure reference to Spider-Man, though.
Not really. It would make plenty of sense. I mean, not that it fits in comic continuity, but it does actually make a small amount. Or maybe he based it on preliminary
Well, this is a
works.
movie. This is a movie. This isn't part of the comic books. This is the cinematic universe. And they've shown thus far that they've got no problems veering away from
they've done it
comic
fine.
book canon if they have to, and they usually do have to.
Yeah.
Because I've spoken to this on many occasions. It's very hard to go from page to screen completely.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do it. That's why not very many book series make good movies. Even if you'd think it would make a good movie, that's why a lot of them don't translate well, because it's very hard to take the emotion and all the storyline aspects that somebody wrote down on a page to put it up on a silver screen in a couple hours' time.
Yeah.
It's hard to do. So, with that in mind, there are some continuity things that they could play with.
Yeah.
That would make sense for Spider-Man to show up in Ant-Man. Like I said, especially if they did it in an Avengers capacity, I completely get it.
Yeah.
But without that, I don't see a whole lot of call for Spider-Man to actually show up.
the only reason why I can think of that Marvel would actually do it is because they're wanting to try to fit him in before Civil War.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why
I
they
feel
can
like
do it.
that's what they should do, too. I think
mean-
that's when he should make his first appearance.
What, Civil War?
Yeah, I think Civil War is the perfect timing. Even though they won't be able to use him in that capacity, as the books, I think that is still the time for him to show. Because that'll be a little bit before his actual solo movie, about a year before it.
Yeah. But see, I honestly think Marvel will try to push him in. I think they'll try to figure out a way to push him into...
That's the thing. They've been mostly slow building up to people, so that's the way to go.
Yeah, but we haven't had anyone who they're putting this much pressure on.
Though-
They're putting a lot of pressure on this one character.
Yeah.
Because, it's,
Well, kind of a good segue into it. Also scheduled or rumored to be in Civil War.
Hulk versus
Red Hulk.
Red Hulk, man.
Red Hulk, yeah.
We might be getting the Red Hulk.
I'm very okay with it. They already confirmed that the character who becomes Red Hulk is in the movie.
Right.
So, I
Right.
mean...
Do you can you imagine, the New York scene in the Avengers 1 isn't going to have a fucking candle to the destruction that those two are going to
Yeah,
fucking
they
cause
said-
when they lock up.
In the interview, or in the story that they did with the rumor about this in it, they said that the fight between Hulk and Red Hulk will rival the fight between Hulk and the Hulkbuster. in
That
Avengers 2.
makes sense.
And,
However, it'll take place on a much more...
Yeah.
It's not like there's going to be just this abandoned building for Tony to
Well,
buy.
you got to think about it too, though. Tony had civilians in mind.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hulk and Red Hulk won't.
Not
not gonna
near
care.
as much. Now, if Bruce is... Well, actually, the Hulk, as we've seen it from Avengers 2, might actually care when he's not Scarlet Witched.
Right. But you got to think about it this way too. He might think about it, but
But
Red
it's not
Hulk,
going to be prevalent.
the Red Hulk poses a real threat to Hulk, as in if they go with any kind of continuity at all from the books or the mindset to Hulk.
That'll
Red
be the
Hulk-
biggest threat he will
Red
face.
Hulk is viable to his Hulk strongest
Yeah.
there is kind of thing.
Absolutely.
So if they go with that mindset, the Hulk's going to have a one-track mind of destroy this motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's not going to be thinking oh, there's a family of 4 who eat here regularly. He's going
Yeah.
to be smash his head through table.
Yeah.
It's not going to. He's not going to give a fuck. So that'll be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which again, that would be it would be not a bad way to bring in Spider-Man.
Right.
If they're tearing apart Manhattan.
I was actually
You
just
know?
thinking of a good possible scenario in my head here. What if, the end of the movie, and it takes place in the current era of the Avengers set films, what if, I don't know, not Hank Pym, Paul Rudd's character, his
Scott
name
Lang.
is Scott Lang,
Yeah, Scott Lang.
is sitting in a cafe talking to maybe Van Dyne, who's also in the movie, and just kind of, with all the shit that's been going on, I don't know if I should be a hero or not. We seem to have plenty. There's a lot more webs hanging around this city than there were last year.
Yeah.
A throwaway comment to obvious reference.
Right.
They could do it that way.
They can do a lot of things. That's the thing about it. We're sitting here talking about what they, our scenarios that make sense in our mind. These directors and things are going to think of shit that we're not going to think of.
Exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
they're paid to do. So
Because they're
it's gonna
thinking
be-
about how this is going to tie in 3 movies
right.
out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they know more about the big picture than
Exactly. And as far as the Hulk versus Red Hulk fight, that could easily be a segue into why they want to do the registration in Civil War. That could happen
yeah.
in the beginning of
Oh,
the movie.
That would be really interesting. That could be the since they can't use what was that team? The stupid team of teenage heroes that
fuck, what
Oh, the
tried
ones
to do
who
the
blew
right
up?
thing, but they
Yeah,
ended
the one
up
that Nitro blew the fuck up.
Nitro. They basically pissed Nitro off, and he blew up.
Fuck, what were their names?
I
I
can't
know they
think
were the
of
ones that go around and
They
their
started
shit was
Civil War, though. Yeah.
Their shit was like a reality show or some shit.
Was it New Mutants? I don't.
I think it was the new.
Yeah,
Mutants.
the
That
ones with
sounds
the
right.
fucking reality
Yeah, they
show.
had a
Was it
reality
New
show.
Mutants? I didn't think it was. I thought it was X something.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Either way,
But yeah, actually, that was a fucking brilliant way
It was.
to
yeah,
start
it's
that
the
off.
kind of conflict that would have started that whole.
I thought
shit.
that was fucking brilliant
Mhm.
because it was a group of young assholes thinking
Yeah.
that they should be that they could fuck with the upper echelon of villains, and Nitro was like, "Who the boom?" It's like,
exactly.
holy shit! they vaporized. What was it like? 10 city blocks or something?
something.
It was a
It was
whole
a-
fucking neighborhood.
A
Yeah, it was
school
a
bus
huge
right there.
neighborhood,
Like
yeah.
holy shit!
It was like a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, there were, I think, a couple
Fucking
thousand
insane.
lives lost. But in any case, I think they should try to stick with that method of kicking off the real conflict, the government conflict of the Registration Act, though I don't know what spin they're going to have to put on it since secret
Exactly.
identities are not
New
a thing.
Warriors.
The New Warriors. It was
the
the New Warriors.
Okay.
But yeah,
But-
I mean,
Yeah, they're going to have to do some kind of a spin on it, and I hope it's the advent of power causing a reckless situation, but I can definitely see an angle where Red Hulk being a government almost kind of
I hope it
thing.
endangers Pepper Potts.
Yeah, that would be
No, I wanted
effective.
to. I don't know. Like
That would bring the risk up
Yeah.
for Iron Man,
Well, I'm just saying, as
which
far
would
as
make
the
sense
movies,
for his stance.
as far as the movies are concerned, like, you know, Iron Man's had no problems with destruction. You know,
Yeah.
in any of his movies or anything he's been in, you know, his main weapon is a big, you know, are fucking missiles and
Yeah.
a unibeam.
There's only two things that in the movies that he is, well, maybe three, that he is endeared to as far as we can tell.
Right.
Yes, he loves his science and all that, but no. Happy
Right.
Hogan,
Right.
Pepper Potts, and you could even say Rhodey.
Yeah, Rhodey.
Yep.
But like, I hope that something happens like with one of his friends, because it would just show. Because
It
in
would bring
the
the
Civil
risk
War,
really close
in the
to
Civil
him.
War comics, like Tony Stark is extremely for the Registration Act,
Yes.
and they go into detail about why.
yeah.
I just hope that they translate that to the movie, because
Give
otherwise
him a
it
real
just
motive
looks like
that
he's
makes
being
sense.
a dick,
Yeah.
you know, which isn't far off
Now
from
they're,
his character.
now
but he
they're
doesn't
building
just,
it up some with the stuff they did in
yeah,
Avengers 2.
they did
and
a
all
good
that.
job doing a build up with that.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing if they can take that to a logical next step and escalating the conflict with more sense than anything else without being verbatim what the comic did, because they can't.
Right. It's good stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff that we can.
A lot of what if.
Yeah. Which is,
Excited.
I love what ifs. man.
Yeah.
Like I love talking about this stuff before movies come out.
Yeah.
Or before even new issues of comic books come out.
But I'd have to say, out of the two, the Hulk versus Red Hulk's probably the more probable one.
Yeah.
Because we already know that Thunderbolt Ross is going to be in Civil War.
Absolutely.
You know, they've already said it. So I'd have to say, out of the two rumors, that would probably be the one that's most likely.
Yeah.
I mean-
I would agree with that. And I'm still interested to see what role they're going to put Black Panther in for it.
Yeah.
Because that's his premiere movie.
Yeah. I mean, like, when you really think about it, like, Civil War's got a lot of these characters that are,
Yeah.
you know, coming into it and being introduced in this movie.
In
It's
fact,
gonna be
actually,
such like. We had a discussion a couple podcasts ago about Civil War.
yes.
Man,
Yes, we
I can't wait to watch that movie unfold
I know,
right in
Yeah.
front of my eyes.
I think it's going to be good.
And if any of their other movies are any indications to what it's going to be, it can't be bad.
They really have not let us down in a long time on the movie front.
No, they haven't.
Everything's been solid gold since, in my opinion, Iron Man 3 onward. Actually, Avengers onward, truth be told, because I can't think of anything that dropped the ball.
See, Iron Man 1 for me, I can't. I enjoy those
Don't get me
movies
wrong.
start to finish,
I love
all of them. So,
but they had some flaws working in before they got to Avengers.
not,
Thor, logic jumps. Iron Man 2, way too much build-up, not enough movie.
I thought that they were perfect.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem.
I thought they set up the Avengers perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly.
That's why I said, like, with those movies.
Which is what those movies, from Iron Man 1 on, that's what they were supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to
They
say.
were all
Well, literally
there
the
to
end of
build
Iron
the
Man
Avengers.
1. Yeah, the Avengers Initiative.
Yep.
Sam Jackson comes walking out with his eye patch on.
Right.
Everything that happened in those movies is what had to happen for us to be
Right.
Avengers.
So I mean, you said solid gold. I give every single movie my stamp of approval. A++ marks for me for every
Yeah.
single movie that they put out.
Definitely when you look at it as a whole, instead of just and not just individual movies.
Well, I mean as
Yeah.
individual
Yeah.
movies. Like a lot of people bitch about Thor 1. Read fucking Thor comic books, man.
yeah,
Like, that whole story arc that they put into one movie, that's how most of those fucking comic books were. It was
Yeah.
a lot of him being fucking mortal and boring.
Well,
That's what it was.
The movie itself isn't really where I take much problem, other than just sloppy writing. He was on Earth for 3 days. That's the continuity for the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Right.
On Earth for 3 days.
I understand
He
that.
fell in love, learned self-respect, learned not to be too prideful, and all of a sudden was worthy of the hammer. 3 days?
I guess my point on that, though, is have you ever been stripped of everything? Like,
That's
literally,
And yeah, it would have broken
he
him
lost
down.
he lost house, home, friends, etc.
Everything.
You
It's
know?
true.
Well, shit. Throw me Natalie Portman too, and I'll fucking get my shit together.
Right, yeah, right.
It's some initiative there.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
think if I were to lose that much, I don't think Natalie Portman would do it for me.
Yeah, I think it would take, I think more than 3 days. They should have scripted a couple months in there, at least.
Yeah, but the only way they would have been able to done that is like 2 months later or some shit like that.
No,
I mean,
not
come on.
necessarily. They could have skipped small pieces of time.
We've said it, you know, they had to...
But then it would have had the same problem we all had with Man of Steel.
Exactly.
Felt rushed.
Oh fuck yeah!
Well, because
If
like...
you would, because that's what Man of Steel did.
Yeah.
Small events throughout his life.
Oh, no. I'm just talking about like a
And then he
2-3
fought
month
the villain.
period, though. I'm not talking about his whole life.
But I'm just saying, I think we would have had the exact same issue.
It would have been.
Either that, or you would have been like, either that, or if they would have done small chunks of time for just a couple of months, it would have been like they didn't show enough. You know,
Yeah, there would
maybe
have been
you
that,
personally
but
wouldn't
I
have
don't
had that
think so.
issue, but I know people would have.
Yeah.
And that's just what happens when it comes to movies where you have to time lapse.
Yep.
We don't do time lapses very well in movies anymore. It just doesn't happen very well.
Where's the
Almost
80s montages? I missed them.
Almost every movie that has a time lapse, in my recent memory, people have bitched about because it has a time lapse. You know, and so they put it in 3 days because, you know, to get rid of that. Now, did it cause new problems? Yes. But I think overall as a movie, it worked.
Yeah, I don't
In
know.
my opinion.
I think
Yeah.
we could have just used some Eye of the Tiger and them looking over documents. You know,
Maybe.
it would have been slightly less sloppy almost.
Maybe. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that though. I mean, possibly, because I'll agree with you to a certain amount of just sloppiness in that movie, but also I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it ruined any part of that movie for me. I didn't mark it down at all for that.
No.
I only mark it down as far as they're my least, like that and Iron Man 2 are my least favorite of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But do I still love them? Yeah.
Now Iron Man 2,
we've gone almost.
we've fought about this.
Yeah.
I was perfectly fine with everything that happened in that movie, and that was even after I took a step back and took my Iron Man love blinders off. You know, the way that they showed us PTSD in that movie
No, that's the third movie.
was fucking great. I fought with you about this, and I'm not doing it again. They show the early warning signs in Iron Man 2. And I thought that it was really well done. I mean, they could have picked a better villain.
Yeah.
I mean, Whiplash is Whiplash.
Well, the funny thing is they picked 2 villains, and it just didn't seem like even a whole villain.
Well, but again, look at what we got: Hammer and Whiplash. That's what we got.
Yeah.
And we got exactly what Whiplash and Hammer bring to the table: robots and 2 big fucking whips. That's what they are. That's the whole substance to those villains. As far as danger to Iron Man, that's it. 2 ultra-powered whips and some robots, because that's all Hammer does.
Yeah.
He's a weapons
guy.
guy.
Manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most he's ever been able to do against Iron Man is fucking robots.
I mean, we did get to see our first look at War Machine.
No,
In
and that's
Iron
something
Man
that
2.
was natural for the movie
You
to
know,
do.
Right.
War Machine was a good call.
Yeah, I mean, that was good, even though he wasn't War Machine.
Yeah,
They kind
not
of
yet.
they name dropped it like once Tony like you gonna become their War Machine or some
Yeah,
shit.
you want to become the War Machine?
You know,
yeah.
he dropped it, and then you get Iron Man 3 and he's fucking Iron Patriot.
Yeah. Whatever. That shit. But that's just them specifically poking at me.
Just you, yes.
Yeah, just me.
Like, how the fuck can we piss off Double A Ron?
Those asshole. I know they did. That's why they did the Mandarin thing. That was specifically to ruin my day.
Oh, Mandarin.
There was a comic strip we saw recently. It was fucking Deadpool like trying to like heal, and it said don't piss in the Cheerios of godly like
Yeah, I
beings.
see
Yeah,
that.
godlike things. Yeah,
That's-
I love that.
You know, and that's probably the saddest thing too. Is that
That's what
now-
they're doing with me. They're just pissing in my Cheerios.
Now that because they haven't said anything about doing another Iron Man movie. We may never get to see Mandarin.
I know. I
You
fucking
know?
know.
I like to think that they've still got him planned, but honestly, yeah.
Now here's the thing too.
No,
I've been
in
wondering.
all honesty, the only way, like, considering we might not get another Iron Man movie, and if we do, we're not getting the Iron Man that is the only Iron... Like, just like Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
is Wolverine, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
See, that's
so
what
if
I
we
was-
get the Mandarin, we're not going to get it with Robert Downey Jr. unless they fucking wantonly throw
I
him
don't
in
know. We
somewhere
might
real
get
quick.
one more movie. I think.
See,
Fucking
I don't
hell.
know. I mean, he seems pretty adamant about not wanting to do it anymore.
He says he's done it too long, but have him leave for 10 years and come back. Who knows?
Yeah, but in 10 years, we could have a new guy
Truth be told,
being
that-
Iron Man. It's
Yeah,
just as good
I
as
don't
Robert
even
Downey
mean
Jr.
entirely 10.
No,
Don't get
you
me
bite
wrong.
your tongue.
Okay, yeah.
Shit's
all right.
not happening.
All right, I'll admit. it'd
He
be
is
hard.
he is the real life embodiment of that character.
I know.
Recovering alcoholic, fucking lonely piece of shit to a certain degree. That he is fucking Tony
Ego.
Stark incarnate.
Ego.
Yeah, ego. That guy's a full blown fucking diva.
Right?
We're not gonna get a better one. It's not gonna happen.
That's true.
You're goddamn right, it's true.
But but like, say they do decide they want to do more Iron Man movies. But Robert Downey Jr. don't want to do it. Who would they get?
Oh, I don't know.
How could they do it? How could they segue it in? Like,
I
even if they
honestly
went
think
with, like,
I
a
honestly
younger
think they'd
star?
have to use an unknown.
Yeah.
I honestly believe they'd have to bring in an unknown, somebody we've never seen before. That way we couldn't pass judgment. In order for us as a collective audience to go into it with fresh minds,
I mean, because they
That's
wouldn't
the
be
only
able.
way.
They wouldn't be able to just reboot the series. They wouldn't be able to do it because
well, think about it in terms of the Joker. Okay, they used it was Romero first, right?
Mhm.
Okay, then how long did they wait before bringing in Nicholson?
Yeah.
And then how
It's
long?
like 20-something years.
And then
Yeah.
how long did they wait to bring in fucking Ledger?
Yeah.
And Ledger had fallen into obscurity at that point.
Well, he had Brokeback Mountain like a year and a half earlier,
Okay, Brokeback Mountain.
which was Oscar. Yeah, but still.
But still, that was put into people's like forget about box and put into the deepest part of their minds for most people.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't even see the movie. And no, it wasn't because it was about two gay cowboys. It was because there was nothing in that movie for me to watch.
It didn't
Exactly.
look like a good movie to me.
Right. Like, so you want me to watch a movie about two guys going fucking camping and fishing and shit in the mountains? Why? Why would I watch that? There's
Yeah.
nothing in that says watch me.
Yeah.
You know? So I didn't see that movie, so I don't know even if him and Gyllenhaal did good jobs. They could have. I have no idea.
I've heard
Didn't
good
watch it.
things, but I just not my
But,
thing. Don't feel like
You know, but my point is that especially when they cast him, I know that at least us can't speak much to you there, Juicebox, because we weren't really hanging out at that
Yeah.
point. But we all said no judgment because
Yeah.
we couldn't pass any
Yeah.
because we'd seen him in what, A Knight's Tale
Yeah.
and 10 Things I Hate About You. Like that's what we'd seen him in, or at
Yeah.
least those were the things that I could remember. Like
I'd seen him in one more thing, and I'll be honest, I don't even remember what the damn movie's called.
that's my point.
I
So-
know what it was about. It was like exorcism and sin
Oh,
eating.
Yeah, I know
The
what-
others?
The Order.
The Order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah, I
so
saw
my
it.
point is that we had very limited. This guy's done a lot. We just haven't seen. We just didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
So we all went in pretty much with an unknown in Ledger, saying, "Why not?" I mean,
Yeah.
I know that everybody's first reaction was like the gay cowboy.
Right.
He's gonna
Yeah.
fucking play the Joker, really? But then he knocked that shit the fuck out of the park. Why?
Yeah.
Because he was an unknown, and we all went into it with like, with the thought of like, let's just fucking see.
Great actor to me.
Yeah, no. Once he played the Joker, I went back and rewatched a lot of his stuff. Or rewatched or watched. Yeah, he's pretty damn good. He
Yeah,
was-
he is. He
You know,
was a good actor. I mean, there was no doubt about
we
it.
lost a commodity as far as the acting world when we lost him.
Sure.
But my point is that he was just enough of an obscure reference for none of us to go into that movie thinking he's going to be fucking horrible.
Right.
You know? Well, case in point, superhero-esque kind of stuff. Look at Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We all know Ben Affleck. We all know how he acts. We know his process. We know all that shit. Look at how much scrutiny he's under.
Yeah.
I personally am not one of those people. I think he's going
Well,
to
his
be great.
acting has
Is-
grown so much over the years.
It is
Right.
spiked dramatically
Yeah.
to the point where he just won an
You look at him in
Academy Award.
Mallrats,
all
and
that.
you look at him in like Argo, and shit
Right.
like that, you know, and Gone Girl. And,
So, you know, but we know that, you know, and yet still, you know, he doesn't seem like a Batman. Because the only thing we have to base him off of is Daredevil and Phantoms, you know.
Well, he has that whole problem too, coming
Affleck
off the
is
Christian
the
Bale
bomb
Batman.
thing.
Yeah.
Too, you know?
But I'm saying that that's all we have to base him off of, you know. So, with that, you know, in mind, a lot of people are like, he's not right for Batman. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, I think he's going to be fucking great.
Yeah,
But
see,
open
for the
mind
Batman
for
they're
one,
going
yeah.
for, I think he's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
An
Gritty
older,
Frank
grizzled
Miller.
Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
for
think
that
he's gonna be
Batman, he's perfect for the role.
I think the reason everybody is under so much scrutiny for their parts, you know, like Batman and Joker,
Right.
is because the previous portrayals are so fresh in everybody's head. It's only been,
Yeah.
what, 10 years?
Dark Knight was 2008.
Okay, so not even 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Dark
there's-
Knight Rises was I think
Well,
11.
okay, the thing about that is, though, is like every time somebody bitches to me personally about Batman, all I have to do is say Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Because you can't get worse as far as Batman is concerned. I mean,
No,
you know what I mean.
George Clooney.
George
I-
Clooney.
The Batman voice aside, he was a decent Batman, but George Clooney was not to me.
I don't think that Christian Bale was a good Batman at all. I think that he was spot on Bruce Wayne,
Oh,
as
great
was
Bruce
Clooney,
Wayne.
Yep.
but
Yeah.
they were good Waynes.
Yes.
Not good
You gotta
Batman.
have both sides of the
It's a
coin.
hard thing to do to get an actor that can
Kevin fucking Conroy.
Ha.
Well,
I mean, I know he has the fucking animation thing going for him, where we don't actually have to see him act.
Well, what? They
But let him voice over for Batman.
Yeah.
dub his shit in, you know, have them do the...
Dub his shit in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. It's hard to get the actor that can do both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Well.
No, I don't think it's hard. I just don't think they've looked hard enough.
Don't think they look hard.
No,
look hard
no,
enough.
I think that.
There's plenty of talented actors that can pull off both sides.
Right. They just need to get one, and I think Affleck will pull it off. I really do.
I do too. We've seen him do the Playboy, and in some of his more recent roles, the dark and gritty thing has definitely been what he does. So it's going to be.
Well, and that's the
he's
thing
got to
with
take it to
Batman.
another level, but I
That's
think
the
he's
thing
got
with
it.
Batman too, is that people are losing the fact, especially in his portrayals, is that with Batman it's all about attitude.
Yeah.
It's the attitude change between Bruce Wayne and Batman that make him the character he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bruce Wayne is completely different. Bruce Wayne's this carefree, I don't give a fuck because I got a bunch of money asshole.
And
That's
that-
Bruce Wayne.
That's the act. Is
Yeah,
what it is.
that's the act.
That's the act.
Batman is this
That's
horrible mess of emotions.
Yeah. And as
Wrapped in a
we have
flat-
discussed
you know,
this
fleshy
many
sack.
times, Bruce Wayne is the mask. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
And that's what they have to capture.
And that's something,
Yep.
you know, that's something we've all talked about. I mean, at least I've talked to, I believe, every single one of you
Yep.
Yeah.
about that just personally before. But it's insane to think that, you know, in my mind, to think that Christian Bale's not a bad actor.
No.
No, I
not
think
at
he's
all.
rather good.
He's done
Yep.
amazing work.
George Clooney is George Clooney, you know.
Yeah.
He's also done amazing work, but he just wasn't the right call.
No. And then Val Kilmer came close.
Yeah.
He did do a pretty damn good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I liked it. And his Batman wasn't horrible at all.
No, but I'm saying, like, he's the closest that I can think of
I
that we
disagree
got
with that.
on a silver screen.
No, I disagree entirely. Michael fucking Keaton. I think he was a phenomenal Batman, a phenomenal Bruce Wayne.
Michael Keaton.
I loved Michael Keaton. I thought he pulled off both really well. The entitled socialite Bruce Wayne and the grizzled Batman that's willing to do what needs to be done. It worked.
I don't know, I guess I just can't get past the scene of him, like, stroking Catwoman's face, telling her we're the same. Like, just made me want to punch him. That's me
I love
personally.
Keaton's Batman.
No, I love Keaton.
And for any that haven't seen it, on a slightly related note, watch Birdman. You'll appreciate it.
Yeah, do watch that movie. No,
It's basically a hilarious
Good
send-up
stuff.
of, like, as if he were washed up based on his Batman status alone.
Yeah,
It's phenomenal.
I thought it was really good.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good
It's
stuff.
really funny.
It's worth watching.
It is a good movie.
Now, it's called Birdman. Is it based off Birdman?
No, not at
Oh.
all. No.
Okay. See, because that was the first thing I thought when I seen
No,
the
it's
title of the movie. I was like, Birdman?
It's basically about an actor who basically his whole career was playing this superhero on screen.
Yeah, Birdman.
And
That was the name, right?
Birdman. And then he tries to break out of that role and make a musical. Or not even, no, it's not even a musical, it's a Broadway show. And it's about the actor, and like he's slightly crazy, so he hears Birdman talking to him in his head. And he's got all this other shit going on. He has some delusions throughout
How
the movie.
funny would that have been?
It's very
if
funny.
they would
It's
have got
good.
the guy that did Harvey Birdman's voice to be the
Harvey
one
Birdman.
talking to him.
I gotta tell you, man, when I first saw the movie's title, I was like, "Are they giving me like a live-action Harvey Birdman attorney
That
at
would be
law?"
awesome.
Like, I
Bring
can't
it
tell
on.
you, like, I can't tell you how happy I'd be. And Michael Keaton would be perfect. For
Yeah.
that. Like-
yes, he would actually. That'd be great.
Oh, getting off topic, but that's all on Hulu now, right? Every episode of Harvey Birdman is
Yeah, I
on
think
Yeah, it's
so,
on
yeah.
Hulu. Cheap plug to Hulu, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Hulu. Our 60 fucking followers now want to watch your
yeah.
channel.
And guess what? We said our advertisement, but people don't pay for our shit.
Right. Asshole. Fuck Hulu. No, like, that pissed me off. I loved Hulu at first. Loved. It's past tense.
Yeah. And
I watched that. I got on Hulu.com and I started watching some shows. And there was 4 advertisements, strategically placed, etc. About 30
back when
seconds.
it was free, fine.
About 30 seconds, and I thought, man, I'm tired of these fucking commercials. So I thought, if I pay the $9 for Hulu Plus, surely it would take away at least half the ads. No!
For a
It
little
went-
while, it took away all of them. Little
Not for
while.
me.
No. When they first started the Hulu Plus,
Okay, well, I didn't buy it when I
Yeah,
first
no,
started.
I know.
No,
No,
I bought
for
it.
a little
It
while.
went from fucking 4 ads to 3.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm not paying you $8 a month for 30 seconds less of an ad.
Yeah.
Suck my balls, Hulu. Suck 'em.
Well,
Fuck you.
Harvey Birdman's commercial free, so I mean that's
I don't give a
Well,
fuck.
that's a plus.
yeah.
Since there's 7
There are other
minute episodes.
shows that I want to watch. But if
Right.
I'm going to watch commercials, I'll record them and watch them on TV.
Right?
That's the whole fucking point of a streaming site, is that I shouldn't have to put up with that shit. Especially if I pay you for your service. You pricks. Fucking hate them. And if it's a woman, I hate you even more.
Man, misogynistic up in here.
I don't give a fuck.
No fucks are given.
I don't give a
So
fuck.
I got a little piece from the rumor mill. I'm just curious. It's not even a solid rumor, but apparently because it's been revealed that Batman's going to be in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That's revealed. It's pretty cool. We'll see how it plays out though. Now, the thing I'm curious about is I believe it was the director of Suicide Squad went online and was basically saying, "Well, our secret's still safe. You guys can care about Batman all you want." What's the secret? What are they keeping from us?
In Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I'm curious. What do you guys think they might be keeping from us? Deathstroke?
I gotta tell you, I don't give a fuck.
That's fine.
If we're being completely honest, like,
I'm curious. I want to know what
I don't
maybe
care.
they're doing.
I'm with Aaron.
I
I
don't
don't
want
care.
to know before the movie happens. I'm glad they're keeping a secret.
Like I'm with.
I just wanted to. see
you want
if
to
guys
keep a
speculated.
secret, though? Don't fucking come out and say you didn't get our secret.
Yeah, that was
Exactly.
probably a
now
bad
people,
idea.
now people are going to target it. They're going to want to figure it out.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! If you know how you keep secrets, you shut the fuck up about them. I would rather be surprised in theater.
Oh, I agree.
Because I got to tell you, for me, it takes it away from it if I'm watching a movie and they reveal that there's going to be a big surprise in the movie. When it happens, I'm like, oh, that must have been the big surprise. I would rather it just be a holy fucking shit
Right,
than
you
oh,
know?
that must have been
Yeah.
a surprise.
Yeah.
That takes
Sure.
it away from me. Like, how do you guys feel about that? But when it I would much rather you just fucking reveal it,
Yeah.
because
I would not.
for me, the surprise is gone. Once you reveal
would
that
not.
there's a big surprise, it's like having somebody throw you a big party for your birthday, but then like a week before they're like, "Be ready." It's like, okay, they must be throwing me a big fucking party.
Well,
You know
not
what I
only
mean?
that.
It's like, so when they come out and they say like, "Be ready to see something new," like, okay, so they're gonna reveal a character. Great.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'd rather you just reveal the fucking character.
I will never prefer that.
Takes it away from it for me.
But I mean, that's
Saying
the
there's
thing
surprise may take away from it some, but not near as much as just revealing it.
I would rather just reveal. Well, in my opinion, no. I'd rather they just.
Be surprised about it.
It's the same thing for me.
It can still be a surprise when you're expecting a surprise.
too. Yeah, but
I
when you
doubt
talk about it like that too, you got people who are going to be hunting for that shit now.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the
And
point.
there's so many fucking blood-sucking
Yeah.
bastards out there that want to.
Blood-sucking bastards.
Well, they fucking are, dude. What do you want to call it? They're out there. There's,
Hunting
they're
the
combing.
script down,
Exactly.
trying to get the right shot.
Exactly.
Just
We see it
fucking
happen
hilarious.
all the time in movies and games and books.
Well, and you got to
shit.
think about it like this too, okay?
They're set paparazzi.
Exactly.
Well, and that's the thing though. There are bounties for that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are.
Places like TMZ and stuff like that. You know, like when you think about their stuff, they pay people to take those pictures. Same thing in the nerd universe, man. IGN and stuff like that. You don't think that they pay people to get that information so they can
Fuck
leak
yeah,
it
they do.
exclusively on their site first? Of fucking course they do. So you're going to tell me that a stagehand who's making dick compared to the other people on this set isn't going to see like the surprise standing right there? Like, other than the fact that, yeah, they signed contracts stating that they're not supposed to leak any information. But all that shit is fucking anonymous.
Mhm.
So an anonymous picture, dropped into, like, somebody's mailbox,
Yeah.
like, that shit happens all the time.
Well, just like with the rumor about Hulk and Red Hulk.
yeah.
Someone close to the set
Right.
yeah.
give them this information.
Leaks.
You know,
That's what it
I
is.
mean,
Happens all the time.
I can understand it from their point of view because they do get paid. They don't get paid much. You know, they get paid shit.
Well, it's not that they get paid shit. I believe they get paid as much as a regular day job, but that is still dick
Yeah.
compared
Yeah.
to what the actors, the director, etc., what those people are getting paid.
Yeah.
I'm not. Fuck you. Set up your own lights, you rich bastard. Like, you get up
Yeah.
on this fucking 30-foot high ladder that's wobbly as fuck because this fucking studio paid you the $30 extra instead of buying a new fucking ladder. Fuck you. And I tell you what, this kind of in the realm of comic book, I would have beat the fuck out of Christian Bale for tearing up my
Oh,
fucking
man.
light set.
Ha, to hell
I'd
with
have
that shit.
fucked him up.
Man, he went off the fucking edge. He deserved to be hit in the face after that rain.
I would've hit-
I'd watch that video of him getting his ass whooped. I'd
be-
watch it over and over
Oh
again.
my god, I'd have fucked him up for that. I'd have been like, "Oh yeah, they didn't take me all day, you son of a bitch." I'm like, you get to go cry in your trailer now. I have to spend, if I'm not fired, I now have to spend the next fucking day not only fixing these lights that you've decided to break, but I now have to put them back up. You motherfucker. Oh, I'd have beat the shit out of him. He wouldn't have, his face would have been fucked up. They'd have had to schedule reshoots for at least a month. I'd have beat his goddamn head in. Fuck with my light set. Oh, I'm pissed. That's what Double A does all day. I sit around and I get mad about shit. And you get the wonderful content that you get. And if you don't think it's wonderful, you're wrong. That's how I feel about it.
He has a point.
Black Canary.
What?
How do you feel about this shit? You haven't said you said 3 words.
Well, about the Spiderman thing, I agree. Building up to it, and
All right. How do you feel about the Hulk situation? Do you want to see Red Hulk?
yeah,
Why?
smashing things.
All right then. Wanton destruction. I can't.
Fair enough. That's a.
I can't
good
argue
point.
with it.
That's why people wanted Hulkbuster. I mean,
I wanted
Smashing
Hulkbuster
things.
for so many reasons, and I got it, and it was great.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wanted Hulkbuster just because of the fact it's fucking Hulkbuster. It's
Right.
an awesome fucking suit of armor. You know, it's one of his better. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of his better suits. I mean,
More
for
powerful.
the time, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, of course, it ain't nothing compared to his goddamn liquid metal alien bullshit that he has now.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
And he's a bad guy.
Power, yeah.
That's even worse. Right now he's acting as a bad guy and he has that much power. Jesus.
God
It's a
damn.
good thing he didn't have that in Civil War.
Yeah. Ugh.
I don't know. I'm
See, that's
pretty,
the problem too.
so
Like,
many would have died.
at what point does it get to be too much? Like when the heroes get
Have
too
you read
overpowered.
comic books?
I
Never.
know, but
Never is the answer to that.
Yeah.
Never is when
I
it
don't
gets
know,
too
man,
much,
like-
apparently.
when they get too powerful like that, I mean, that's when I
Huh.
start losing interest.
It's like a good shonen anime. They learn the balance of building the character's power setup to getting his ass beat.
yeah.
The bigger the power, the bigger the
I
threat.
think we can all
the
agree.
problem is finding the balance.
I think we can all agree though. By the time that DBZ ended, we were all like, just call fucking Goku, get it over with. I mean,
Right? I know. Well, DBZ had despite my love of it, yeah, Goku was the ace in the deck.
Okay, the only thing about that is, for me, is that Gohan was who they built up in
Yeah.
from Dragon Ball Z from the Saiyan Saga on.
Yeah.
They built him up to be the end all be all. He was supposed to be like 5 times stronger than Goku was. Like when he got older. Why is it that when he got older they still had to keep calling Goku's ass back?
Right?
well, not only that,
It's not even the people on Earth. The Kais were like,
Yeah.
Goku, get
the
the fuck
cosmic
down there.
forces
Like,
that rule the fucking universe, or I guess you could say multiverse technically with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep calling this one fucking dude
Keep
back.
calling the one
He died and said, "I'm going
Saiyan.
to stay dead
right.
because everyone keeps coming to Earth to try to fuck it up because
Yeah,
of me."
that's the thing. That's the thing about him too. He was like, "I'm staying dead this time," and everybody's like, "Why?" Because I'm the reason they keep coming here.
Well, not only that, but like, okay, look at the end of the Majin Buu saga. They had Oob, right?
Yeah.
Who was supposed to be the reincarnation of Kid Buu.
Yeah.
And Goku was going to train him to be the new defender of Earth.
Yeah.
And what happens? We get fucking GT.
Yeah.
Where Goku not only
That
comes back,
abomination.
but gets turned into a fucking kid again.
Yeah, I hate GT.
Ugh.
Yep.
Ugh.
Has nothing to do with comic books.
No,
Well, it's a manga.
Japanese comic books.
It's a
That's
manga.
exactly what a manga is.
I mean, but new Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, still interested in that.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But
yeah.
but more Goku.
Yeah, yeah, more Goku. But I heard Vegeta is supposed to have a lot bigger role in this.
I hope he kills Goku.
I don't think he's going to kill Goku.
I've always
but
been on
man.
Team Vegeta.
I've always liked Piccolo, but he became so underpowered after the Frieza
Yeah.
He
saga.
became so irrelevant. Like
I
he was just
know.
there. He was just there for a little
But he had some
while.
of the best moves. Like Hellzone Grenade was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's there just pretty much to tell Gohan to quit bitching.
I don't know. He got a movie where he got to fuck around.
Was it a sad
What
thing
was
about
that?
Gorilla?
Dragon Ball like
Dead Zone?
Evolution or whatever.
No, wait, was it Dead Zone? No.
Was it Dead?
No.
Dead Zone's the one where he showed up and saved.
thought
Well,
you
there
were
was
talking
also
Evolution.
Lord Slug too.
No.
I thought you were
Lord
talking about
Slug.
the live action.
That's one of them. Or they got the
those-
castle in the alternate dimension that he has to go to, and he's got
That's
a
Dead
personal.
Zone.
Is that Dead Zone?
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
yes,
that's
Dead
Dead
Zone.
Zone.
Sorry. It's been a while.
So you don't know shit. That's how we're gonna end the episode right there. You don't know shit.
I just cut it off right there. It's the end. Why are you still here?
Yep. Yeah.
Go away.
Go away. Go home. You still in the theater? Go.
Ferris Bueller.
It's over now.
It's over. Just go.
But I think that is a good closing point right there. We're going to stop it. We're going to do a top 10 next time.
Yep. another
Villains, right?
Yep.
Top 10
Villains.
villains?
Top 10 villains.
All right, awesome. So for the BAPN and for the fans' perspective, I'm Double A Ron.
I'm Westicles.
Juice box.
Black Canary.
And Uber Bulge.
Later, bitches.